Better watch out. You better not cry. Hey, y'all!
You never get it right.
What?
This. Then hey, y'all.
Oh, okay, ready? Better watch out. Telling you why.
I put a deposit down on the venue. Are you ready?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, y'all! Happy New Year!
Some of you may be
Confused.
just as confused as I was. But what she's saying makes sense.
It's the truth.
And here's why.
It's the new year. It's the new liturgical year.
Ha!
That started last Sunday.
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes?
This comes out this week.
Last Sunday.
Oh, correct, because we're...
Last
I'm
Sunday.
sorry. This
Like
is
I
the
said.
second week of Advent.
Correct. So it started last Sunday.
With the first week of Advent.
Yes. And now we're on the second week of Advent.
The liturgical calendar ends with the Feast of Christ the King.
Mm-hmm.
And we celebrated that already. And then we transitioned into the first Sunday of Advent, which means it's the new year.
Yep. It is.
And if you guys paid attention at all, maybe the Father's books, so the Roman Missal, the books that he uses to lead us in prayer during the Mass, everything goes back to like the front of the book. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of weird because then you look at it and it's like the cover's open and then there's nothing but pages and he's reading the first page. But it's because it's the beginning of the year and we start from there and we work our way through the Roman Missal and then go back.
So usually for New Year, we always set a resolution.
Right.
And a lot
Heard
of
this
people
before.
have been putting out like really good ideas as far as like things that you can do to kind of really enjoy the Advent
Season.
And yeah, so make sure you guys kind of look that up to give you some ideas on what
I think what she's
to do.
trying to say is that instead of waiting for January to make a New Year's resolution,
Start now.
why not let's do it now?
Yeah.
But maybe not something physical like going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know, something else. That was the best one I had because that's been my New Year's resolution for like 8 years now. But since it's the new liturgical year, what about a New Year's resolution that's going to help us bring us closer to Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
Something like prayer every day, or maybe read some scripture. How about a rosary? How many of us do the rosary every day? Not many of us, but some of us. Mm-hmm. Or pick up a chaplet, maybe a new devotion. Confession, maybe once a month instead of quarterly.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do to kind of get yourself in the spirit of Advent.
Purple's a color for royalty, right? For majesty. So when we use it during Advent, it's to prepare us for the birth of Christ the King, right? We know that our King is being born. And the irony in the story is that he's a king, but he's born to a stable in a manger, right? Mm-hmm. Surrounded by animals. But
in such a humble way.
Correct.
Yeah.
And shepherds, the humblest of people at the time, came to adore him, and kings came to adore him also. Mm-hmm. And then you see purple again in Lent because, again, it is the king, but now it's the king offering himself completely. And you see, for Good Friday and during Lent and Good Friday, the colors change to red because of the color of blood, right, for mm-hmm. what he shed for us. But we're reminded that he's a king because in the story of his passion, we see and we hear that he's vested with a purple cloak and a crown of thorns. So the color purple is of majesty and of royalty. Mm-hmm. So the church prepares herself. She dresses herself in purple to prepare for her king.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's also cool that the candles are also purple too. Kind of ties everything together.
But are they all purple?
No, one is rose.
Good.
Not pink.
What Sundays? Rose Sunday?
Rejoice.
What?
Joy. Gaudete.
Oh, she nailed it.
I had a hard time saying that word.
Earlier.
And that means rejoice.
It means joy.
Yeah.
So the church fills herself with joy
mm-hmm.
on that Sunday because we're 1 week away from celebrating Christmas.
Yeah. So it's super exciting. It's a very busy time, but there's so much beauty in this season. So make sure you take a step back and enjoy every part that's happening this month. And even when after Christmas, after the 25th, it's even more beautiful.
Today's the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, which is, like Star said, this time of Advent is jam-packed, full of festivities and full of solemnities and joy. And today we celebrate the patroness of our diocese and the patroness of our country, the Immaculate Conception. So if you aren't one of those people that pray the rosary on a regular basis, today's a great day to do so.
Start to.
And offer that towards her so that she could be our intercessor to her son. Later on this week, tomorrow, Wednesday, is the Feast of St. Juan Diego. Make sure you check out that video.
Yes. We had dinner with some friends. It was really nice.
And then
we have Guadalupe.
Saturday is the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. So this week is jam-packed with great stuff for you guys to live out your Advent in the best way possible. We talked about how we lived Lent during this quarantine and during the pandemic and how it was difficult, but how it was a personal Lent. I had a lot of spiritual growth this Lent because I was able to stop and really focus on myself, my prayer life, my spirituality, and I plan on doing that again with the rest of the time that we have left for Advent.
Absolutely.
So take this time for yourself and make that your new liturgical year resolution. Just make yourself better.
Yeah, absolutely. So we hope you guys enjoy this Advent season. We'll see you again probably before it ends. Right before Christmas. We'll see you right before Christmas. So we hope you enjoy these next couple weeks. Really take it in. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time with your families. And yeah.
Happy New Year, Church of South Jersey.
Happy New Year.
Blessed Advent. And remember, your New Year's resolution, do it.
Do it now.
Do it.
Right now.
Or later. Whenever, I don't know. We don't want to inconvenience you. We don't know what you're doing right now.
But I preferably should be now.
At your earliest convenience.
Bye.
Later.